got so much Cowboys news on today's show, we can't even fit it all in the YouTube headline. We've got a negative update on Shavon Revel, Tyler Smith being banged up, maybe a little bit. Lael Collins is working out again for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott and Joe Milton both balled out at today's practice. Couple rookie standouts and more on today's show. So share it on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, text it to a friend, whatever. Help us out by sharing today's show. Let's begin with Tyler Smith. He left practice today with what Jerry Jones, Dr. Jerry, called knee tendonitis. Clarence Hill reported, I think not talking to Jerry on this one, that the Cowboys weren't concerned. They called it precautionary. Tyler actually left at team drills and went back to the locker room on his own, which doesn't really indicate that much of like an actual injury concern to me. He said he was straight when John Machado was, you walked right by John and John asked him. It does still throw up some red flags to me. Hey, you left practice. Like it's not nothing. It is something. What that something is, yeah, I don't know. The offensive line has to be healthy. Like they have to find a way to keep this unit together. It matters too much, especially in the NFL. I think we've seen that time and time again. There are too many guys who were already banged up, which we'll discuss here in a little bit, to factor in why Lael Collins is set to work out for the team on Friday. I will make note. There has been some, hey, he's actually really close to an extension, and that's a factor in this situation buzz. Can't totally rule it out. I'm sure we'll know in a couple days if that's the case or not, but is something that's certainly worth mentioning. Now, in part because of the injuries the Cowboys are facing along the offensive line right now, old friend Lael Collins is set to work out on Friday for the organization, which would be his potential third stint with the Dallas Cowboys. They cut him. They brought him back. They let him leave, and they might just bring him back again. More on this to come, but do you want to bring back Lael Collins again? Y for yes, N for no. Let me know in the comment section of today's show. The idea of bringing in Lael Collins again is honestly funny to me. When I saw that update from ESPN's Todd Archer not too long ago, I literally laughed out loud. I was like, what are we doing out here? What year is it? This is not the first time it's happened. Lael Collins was a longtime Cowboy to begin his career. They didn't like the way the hip rehab injury went down. Sound familiar, by the way? They ended up cutting him. The Bengals pick him up. He got banged up again. The Cowboys brought him back for literally 2 weeks. That's all he was here for. He was here at the back end of the 2023 campaign, did not come back. The Bills brought him in. He didn't make the active roster. In fact, Lael Collins' last real, actual NFL snap was in 2022. I know he is a name we all know. I don't really think he offers that much at this point in his career at the age of 32 years old. Like, I don't think he's a viable starter in the NFL because I haven't seen it in 2 years. I would be willing to bet as well that other offensive linemen work out. Probably some names we don't know. And the reason is, Cowboys kind of got to get through the rest of the preseason and training camp here because the offensive line is banged up. We can go to the depth chart for this too, by the way, Chris. I meant to put that in the script. Tyler Guyton's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks. Robert Jones going to miss 2 to 3 months. Matt Waletzko has an ankle. Don't know how long he'll be out. Hakeem Adeniji has a concussion. Tyler Smith now has the apparent knee issue that's a red flag. So all of a sudden, with all these guys banged up, your preseason, once the starters come out, if Booker even plays at all, it's Nathan Thomas, Awesome Richards, TJ Bass, Hoffman, Shepley. You're going to play Hoffman a lot? Sadiq Charles, Ajani Cornelius. They actually went from being deep to, hey, a third of their offensive line is banged up. So that's, another third-ish might not actually play in the preseason. So not quite a third, but all of a sudden you actually probably do want another body to kind of help get you through the remainder of the actual, preseason. So I think this is more camp body. It's just a bigger name than we're accustomed to with camp bodies. Today's show is made possible by Ethos. As a father of one kid and a second one on the way, trust me when I say life insurance matters. It's not fun to think about what would happen if something happened, but you do need to be prepared. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's ethos.com/NFL Daily. Ethos is a trustworthy company that disrupts the traditional life insurance industry, and it's more affordable than you might think. Ethos is an online platform that makes getting life insurance fast and easy to protect your family's future in minutes, not months. There is no complicated process, and it's 100% online. No medical exam is required. You just answer a few health questions and get a quote in as little as 10 minutes. 3 million families have completed their applications and trusted Ethos to help find the right coverage. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/NFL Daily. That's ethos.com/NFL Daily. Link is in the comment section and the description of today's show. Let's go to the latest then on Shavon Revel, his father telling 105 through the Fan that the kid, the player, is another 6 to 8 weeks away from being good and being healthy. Nick Harris tweeting this out earlier this afternoon can confirm that it's expected to take a little longer for rookie Shavon Revel to get back to full health. He has dealt with some things following rehab sessions, and the Cowboys don't want to rush his return, would rather be smart with the player that they view highly. Look, we can spin that update however we want to. It's not good. I am not going to sugarcoat things for you. I am fine, being cautious. That's a setback, guys. That's what that is. Oh, you went from, hey, he could be back around early August to, he's 6 to 8 weeks away. Check back in mid-September. Really? He's not playing week 1. That's what that tells me. He's not playing week 1. He's going to miss the first 4 games. That's what that tells me, too, because 8 weeks puts you, right into that October timeline. You got to miss 4 weeks if you stay on the NFI list. That's bad. I don't like that at all. I am concerned. I want to be smart with him, but it would be better if we weren't in this situation at all, which means he's not going to be an option for you in week 1 at corner. And boy, sure as shit seems like you need another corner out there that can actually play ball. That's my takeaway. So what is your concern level? Yeah, mine's kind of high. Over the Shavon Revel update. Scale it from 1 to 10 in the comment section of today's show. First half was not good. This half of the video is good. I think Dak Prescott, by all accounts, had his best day of the year at Cowboys Training Camp so far, which is a very positive thing. He had a lot of success going up against the Cowboys defense. He's going through his reads quickly. I think he showed off 1 run today. Maybe that was yesterday. Either way, he had a good day yesterday, too. He's been stacking some good days now. Had a ton of touchdown passes as well. Not all of them in red zone, by the way. That's why I don't do the full-on stat stuff. I think it's mostly stupid. The context isn't there. There was some red zone stuff. There was also regular team periods, trying to move the ball downfield. There was some, I'm not even including the one-on-one drills, which had several big plays too. 3 scores to George Pickens, a touchdown to CeeDee. The one Pickens bomb was a dime. It was a great throw. Jonathan Mingo had one. Kevontae Turpin had a big-time downfield play. Jalen Tolbert caught one. That's a lot of TDs. The defense has won some days. The offense has won some days. That's generally what you want because that means success is happening on both sides of the ball. We are almost out of time to get to 1,000 subs in the month of July. We're at 982. We need 18 more. Hit that sub button right now so you don't miss out. I think you probably give the better day to Dak Prescott, frankly. But Joe Milton had himself a pretty good day as well. He had several touchdown passes. His athletic ability always remains on display. I think there were less times of him holding the ball a little bit long and not benefiting from there being no actual sacks there. Now, one of the TD passes I do think probably would have been a sack, but there were 2 to Traeshon Holden, who we'll discuss along with Jalen Cropper in a minute, and John Stevens, who had a drop earlier, did have a nice TD catch as well. The one Holden one, who I wanted to spend more time on there because he delivered again too. Back-to-back good days out of Traeshon Holden. The one was just kind of a crossing route. He just ran around everybody. It's a really good play by Holden. He's made the flashy plays so far. Patrick Walker mentioned, Tolbert's been more consistent, but Holden's delivered more of the splashy, impactful plays so far. My mindset is there's a reason that Holden and Cropper have worked with Joe Milton. The pecking order, however you want to order them, or at the top of the receivers, it's Lamb, Pickens, Mingo, Turpin, Tolbert. And then Brooks got a little bit of work with the ones. Haven't heard much buzz about him. But Cropper and Holden of this secondary group of receivers who maybe could find a way to push for a roster spot or at least be a prime practice squad candidate. Both those guys have been impressive as of late. And there's always a wide receiver each and every single year we fall in love with. I remember the Andy Jones hype years ago. My mindset is this. These guys are impressive. Let's see how they do in the games. And then see if they make the roster or maybe the practice squad. So name a Cowboys training camp standout. Let me know in the comments section of today's show who's impressed you so far. We'll do more in-depth videos on that in the not-too-distant future. Let's go to the Miles Sanders injury. He did not practice Thursday with a knee injury, which, spin zone positive side, has led to more reps for Jaydon Blue, who I think has earned some trust from the coaching staff. Blue said he felt like he's earned some trust from Dak Prescott. He had another good day at training camp. I am excited to see him in the preseason, too. I think who the lead backs are, what that rotation is, I don't have a great feel for, but Blue is certainly earning at least a role for this team, which was to be expected. Lipke had a good day, too, getting some more work there with some banged-up guys in the backfield, but positive news there on Jaydon Blue.